Yo guys, do you know what this is? I've been waiting for this for so long. Oh, I'm so excited. I have not been this excited for a package in a while. I've been waiting for a long time. This has taken many Kroger shifts. There it is. We got the Fujifilm XT4. Free photo editing software, Capture One. Oh, there it is! I'm so excited. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Look at that. It's so beautiful. USB-C to USB-C cable for charging, I guess. Camera strap. It's actually a really nice camera strap. The charger itself, slide it on. Boom. There we go. Okay guys, so since I just got this beast of a camera, I need to test out its abilities somehow. So I was thinking, what better way to test out that slow motion, that 240p, that 120p? What better way to test that out than dog? Come on. Okay, so it's actually been like just over 2 months since I did that unboxing clip. So this is a little more than just a first impressions video, but it's still not a full review. I really still haven't had the time to fully dive into all the features of this camera. So why did I actually choose this camera over all the other options? Well, around 8 months ago, I started thinking, my Canon T6i is, I've had it for a few years, and I think it's about time that I upgrade that to a newer camera. So after doing a ton of research and looking into all the options, I just decided to spend quite a bit of money on the Fujifilm X-T4. I got the Fujifilm X-T4 for its pretty amazing versatility, its features, its record modes, and its overall uniqueness it has over other cameras. It's just a unique camera. So now I'm going to quickly go over. This camera can record in 4K all the way up to 60 FPS, 1080p at up to 240 FPS. Not sure about the 240 FPS, but it can do 10-bit for most of its record modes. It can record in long GOP and all I barely even know what that means. It has a 26 megapixel APS-C sensor with up to a 15 FPS burst rate. So the IBIS is actually a really nice feature to have on this camera. It's a little bit wobbly and jerky when you're kind of like walking around and stuff, but when you're doing like pretty stationary handheld shots, it's almost like a tripod. I mean, it is really impressive. So with all those features, this camera kind of really is the whole package for video and photography. So this camera has some really nice color profiles, which Fujifilm calls film simulations because they're supposed to emulate different types of older films. So here's some examples of what each of them look like. A lot of them are really heavy-handed, and I wouldn't really use them for video, but they're pretty good for photography. Eterna, Provia, and F-Log are really good for video though, and they color grade really easily, and they even just look nice out of the box. I really like the top dials on this camera too, and if you don't want to use them, you can just use the 2 digital dials the camera has. I actually really like the menu system on this camera. It's just really nice looking, and there's just an insane level of customizability. If you just really like customizing the things you have to work specifically for you, then you're gonna really love this camera. This camera has so many different buttons and dials that you can just go in the settings and change exactly what they do to work for you. The camera also has a flip out screen, which is just really nice for vlogging and getting any angle you want. I mean, come on, I think every camera should have a flip out screen. Now for the things that I don't like so much about the camera. There's not many of them, but the major thing I don't like is just that the grip is so small for my hands. I have pretty big hands, but the grip kind of bothers me. I'm really just my hand is kind of like this, and it's really just designed to be a two-handed camera. You really are supposed to use two hands for everything. But I get used to it pretty quickly, and it's really not that bad, but I just kind of wish that grip was just a little bit bigger. Another thing that annoys me a little bit is that on the interface of the camera, the exposure meter is all the way to the left side, and it's kind of annoying because whenever I have the screen flipped out and I have a mic plugged in and I'm vlogging or something, I can't see the exposure meter because it's blocking it. But it's just little things like that. Really, there isn't much I hate about this camera. It's a great camera, feature packed, and I just love it, and extremely well built. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this camera so far. I'm really loving it. If you got anything out of this video, a like would be highly appreciated, but if not, you know, that fat dislike button, it works too. Anyway, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Anthony, out.